Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I'm very excited because I have a book subscription to share with you, but it is one of the different boxes that the Wordy Traveler creates. And so last time when I opened their summer book box, I reached out and I asked, hey, next time, could I possibly review your culinary box? Because I'm always telling viewers about it, and I really associate travel with food. I go on a lot of food tours when I'm traveling, and I just thought it would be the perfect mixture of reading, of travel, and great food, especially when I found out from some of their spoiler emails that the next destination for fall was going to be Spain. And I actually just got back from Spain in April, and of course the food was one of the highlights of that trip, so I was very excited about it. They were kind enough to send it to me, and look how beautiful it came in this gorgeous branded box. Sometimes the book box just comes in a plain black box, but it's got the Wordy Traveler elephant logo. We've got some sort of vintage looking stamps, and of course this like kind of old school luggage case. So I think this is just really cool in terms of getting a box that's sort of branded about what's inside, what the contents are. I love travel subscriptions. I wish we had more of them. There aren't as many of them around anymore. So I do have an affiliate link as well as a code for you if you're interested in any of the Wordy Traveler subscriptions. The regular book box starts at $54.99 plus shipping. The shipping is usually around $10. My code is Noel. That'll save you 15%. I will leave the affiliate link for you in the description box below. This culinary box, which instead of a nonfiction or fiction book, although there's options for that too, gives you a cookbook from the destination. So it's just $10 more. So it starts at $64.99 plus shipping. So good options, right? Now with the book box, which is what I've usually reviewed, and in the culinary one, in addition to that book at the starting price, you receive a coffee and a tea. There's usually a charm representing the location, so you can kind of have like a charm bracelet passport. There's usually a bookmark also representing the destination, and sometimes there's a print. There's always a print in the regular book box. I'm just not sure if that is also included in the culinary subscription, so we'll have to see. And then in the regular book box, you usually get 2 to 3 other items. The items for this one, because the destination is Spain, which is why I wanted the culinary box, because I just got back from Spain in April, and the food was so good, you guys. It was like my favorite, like jamón ibérico, like come on, like so good. Crema catalana, so good. So I was really excited about it, but I am a little bit sad to miss out on one of the items that is in the regular book box for this quarter, which is these beautiful like tapas bowls. I was like, how are the tapas bowls for, you know, like small portion food? How are the tapas dishes not in the culinary box? But I get it. Like maybe that should be an add-on, a possibility. If the items that go in the regular book box are food related, I feel like we should get them in the culinary box. So with the regular book box, again, it starts at $54.99 plus shipping. And that's for one book, and you choose if you want to get a fiction or a nonfiction. Then for a little bit more, you can get both a fiction and a nonfiction. Then for a little bit more, you can do 2 of nonfiction and 1 fiction, or vice versa, 2 fiction, 1 nonfiction. It goes all the way up to you can get 6 books, 3 fiction, 3 nonfiction, right? So if you really want to immerse yourself every quarter in a destination, you get all 6 books. That, I believe, is going to be $171.46 per quarter. But you're getting 6 books and 2 to 3 items, and then all the little things like the coffee, the tea, the charm, all that stuff, right? So not too bad. They have the culinary subscription. The culinary subscription, you get the cookbook, that's your starting level, and then they also have the option to get one either fiction or nonfiction book, and that's $84.99, so basically $20 more, or you can get 1 fiction and 1 nonfiction, that is $105.99. So then it's only, I guess that's just a little bit more, right? So that's $11 more. So that would give you 3 books total, 1 cookbook, 1 fiction, 1 nonfiction. Which ones are they? What's really cool is that if you wanted to go for broke and you were like, I want to get all 6 books in the regular book box and I want the culinary box, there's no overlap. So really they're selecting 4 nonfiction and 4 fiction books for each destination. So you could get both and have 4 different books in each category, plus the cookbook. You would get repeats in terms of the coffee and the tea and the trinket, but you know, that's not too bad. So just consider that $64.99 for just the shipping plus shipping with the cookbook, $84.99 to choose fiction or nonfiction, $105.99, so I guess that goes up by like $21 to get both nonfiction and fiction companion books. So the description of this box: experience the world through its culinary traditions without leaving your kitchen. Join in a community of cooks and readers who have a love for travel and a heart for giving back. Your subscription provides life-saving nutrition to children and pregnant women around the world. We love a give back, especially just being like socially responsible travelers, right? And then again, it also includes the charm, the print. So they also have an extension journey, which is $45.99. They have a children's read with me add-on for $16. So there's all kinds of ways you can do this. So here's what it looks like. It's just a really heavy box this time around because of the cookbook. I think that they were nice enough to send me the full $105.99 box because I'm seeing a couple of books in there, so that's awesome. It says, thank you for helping make the world a better place. With your purchase subscription, which again, this was sent to me for review, you also provided life-changing nutrition to 2 children for a year. So that is so nice to hear, right? This would make a great gift to someone, especially if they're like have a trip planned to the destination, or you know that they have an interest in that region. What a great gift, right? But go ahead, read up on it. Here's a cookbook, make me some food. Let's see, and then just a little note from the Wordy Traveler. Sometimes in the regular book box, they actually have a brochure, but it doesn't look like they do this time around. So there is our little bag that's gonna have our charm and usually like a little bookmark or a little extra. And then there's just a bunch of shred in there that I'm gonna have to remove here in a second. Try not to knock anything down too much. Let me see if I can just get that out of the way. Oh, we did get the print, the art print, which is nice. So let's just take a look at this. So first of all, we got, so this I think is kind of flamenco-y. So we have for our charm, this could be for a lot of different regions though. We have a fan. Can you guys see that? It's like in a silver. It's a fan. So I imagine this is being for the flamenco dancers, right? They use those fans with such flourish. So that is our charm. And then we got this little, it's got like a little, it's just a little piece of metal, but I'm guessing that this is supposed to be a flamenco guitar. So you could use this as a little bookmark, or you could use this as a charm. You could make it a little ornament. If you know someone who's a musician, maybe you could put it on like the rear view mirror or something. It'd be a great gift topper as well. So let's actually have a secret password while we're at it. It's going to be guitar. So when you come across a secret password in one of my videos, you want to enter it along with your contact information in the Google form that is linked for you in the description box below. Please don't put the secret passwords into the comments because then I have to delete them. You do have to be 18 years or older. You have to have a Canadian or US mailing address. And just as a reminder, it is not affiliated with YouTube or any of the boxes that I open here on the channel. It is just my way of saying thank you for watching my videos. You have to be subscribed to my channel too. It doesn't have to be publicly, but you do have to be subscribed to my channel. So then what I do is at the end of the month, actually about 5 days into the following month, so somewhere around December 5th or 6th, I give you a couple extra days to get caught up on all the videos. I use a random number picker and I select a few winners to receive a mystery box as my way of saying thank you. So usually there's like 12 to 13 different passwords throughout the month. Each password is an entry. So by finding all of the passwords, you increase your chances of winning. And usually I send out anywhere from like 5 to 10 mystery boxes every single month. So you have an opportunity to enjoy some of the awesome items that I get here on the box, on the channel. So the secret password for today is guitar. All right, let's take a look at our other items. So these are items that are, for example, in both the book boxes and the culinary box. We have our Wordy Traveler exclusive, because these are all made by Fair Dinkum Coffee. They have a partnership with them. This is their Barcelona blend for the coffee. So we get a little nice fresh coffee. And then what I think is great, because they used to just do tea, and then a couple of years ago they started adding the coffee. This is, and it's always from the Ohio Tea Company. It's their pomegranate green. So it's green tea, rosehip pieces, hibiscus petals, and natural flavors. And we have this beautiful flamenco dancer there on the front in her lovely red dress. So definitely inspired by España. And then here is our print. Now this is kind of cool. This time they put it in like a matte. I don't think you guys can see it, but there are some like cutouts so that you can actually prop it up and use this as your frame. This is beautiful. This is somewhere along the coast. I'm not sure where this is supposed to be, but definitely maybe it's like Seville or something on the water. I did go to a few different Spanish cities, but I don't remember where this like actual tower is, and I don't know if it says it on the back of the print, because it is kind of it's mounted on this backer card. So I would love if they gave us a little more information about the artist for the prints that they did, but this one is really beautiful. And I do have a travel wall where I like to put up art from the different places that I've visited, so that's kind of cool. So those are all things that would be in the book boxes as well, whether you got 1 book or 6 books, and all the different variations. All right, so let's take a look at our books, because that is all that is left. So one, I'm guessing that this is our nonfiction book. It's called A Late Dinner. So maybe the nonfiction books, or maybe even the novels that are included, kind of are more food related in the culinary subscription, by Paul Richardson. What a sumptuous image there on the front. So it says, it just says praise for him. It says, discovering the food of Spain. It says, this is, first of all, a really good book about Spain and the atmosphere of beautiful and ingenious novelty which pervades its traditional life. It is also a serious and well-informed account of one of the great and abiding delights of Spanish life, its food, which reflects the country's regional variety, its history, and its addiction to pleasure. That sounds really good. I wonder if there's like a table of contents. So we have tourist food and seafood on the Costa Brava, beyond paella in Valencia. Let's see, Cadiz in Malaga, fried fish, tuna fish, gazpacho. So it goes by coast, land, city. That's interesting. And then there are a few, there's like a map. There's a few images throughout the book, very few, but we do get a couple, and it looks like it might be by region. So we have like Granada, for example. All right, let's see what our novel is. This is New York Times bestseller, The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. So it's a pretty thick novel, pretty thick, but let me go ahead and read. It says, Barcelona, 1945. A city slowly heals from its war wounds, and Daniel, an antiquarian book dealer's son who mourns the loss of his mother, finds solace in a mysterious book entitled The Shadow of the Wind by one Julian Carax. Julian? It says, when he sets out to find the author's other works, he makes a shocking discovery. Someone has been systematically destroying every copy of every book Carax has written. In fact, Daniel may have the last of Carax's books in existence. Soon, Daniel's seemingly innocent quest opens a door into one of Barcelona's darkest secrets, an epic story of murder, madness, and doomed love. That sounds pretty good. So, and Barcelona is a very like romantic, rich, vibrant city. So I can see this being intriguing. And now finally, we have the ultimate item, what really makes this the culinary box, and what makes the box itself literally quite heavy, our cookbook. Now, I will say that this looks different than the cookbook that they showed in the spoiler when I first asked them, when I first was like, ooh, I like those tapas bowls, because the book box got the tapas bowls. I like those, but that cookbook looks amazing. It's fine. It just looks a little more, the cover doesn't have like a beautiful food image. It's more like Moorish. So, but it is beautiful. These are like slightly raised, so it actually feels like tiles, but it is specifically Andalus. So it says a food journey through southern Spain, so along the coast, Andalusia, Fiona Dunlop. But look how big it is. This would look really nice in your kitchen, right? So it says, this book is a deep dive into the food, culture, and history of southern Spain, a region that is very close to my heart. Fiona Dunlop tells the amazing stories of the immigrants and conquerors who left their mark on the region, culinary legacies that have made Andalusia one of the most iconic food regions in the world. And that is from Jose Andres. So pretty impressive to have him write a blurb on the back of your cookbook. But it sounds like it's much more than a cookbook, which I feel like these days, cookbooks are often a lot more than a cookbook, right? They're often like biographies, or they're the story of a region, but look at all those glossy pages. I know I have it upside down for you, but that's the first thing I always like to look through in a cookbook and make sure it's not just the recipes, but it's the pretty pictures as well to aspire to. So that is pretty cool. Did I go on a food tour in southern Spain? I think that was one of the things that got canceled for us when we missed Sevilla. So the Andalusian kitchen then and now. So we have like a nice article here. Let's see how it's organized a little bit more. Oh, look at the gorgeous like produce there. Everything's so fresh and beautiful. Let's see what it says. It talks, wow, it does have like a lot of history in there as well. I was trying to get to a table of contents to see. Then there is some like personal stories, Andalusia and me. There's travel diary elements. And then we get to some recipes like pork loin in garlic sauce, which, you know, very simple, but I'm sure incredibly flavorful. Let's see, soupy seafood rice, seafood paella. Then we have things like lemon cake. I'm trying to see if there's a table of contents. There has to be, right? So, I'm not patient enough. So it says, the Andalusian kitchen then and now, Al-Andalus, a brief history. So it has some of that Moorish influence, that Northern African influence. Andalusia and me, east from Almeria to Granada, desert coast mountains, center from Cordoba to Malaga, Sierra Plains and Sea, and then west from Seville to Cadiz, forest hills and beaches. And then recommended restaurants, ooh. And then in the back, there's a list of recipes by course. Razor clams in pickled lemon sauce with potato puree. I mean, some of this looks like a little bit beyond my ability. This might be doable. Red pepper, onion, and tuna salad. Ensalada de pimientos rojos, asados, cebolla y atún. Don't make fun of my Spanish, you guys. It's terrible, I know. All right, so this is a beautiful cookbook. Like I said, might be a little beyond my ability. Apple tart. Yes. Pretty good. Look at that tuna. That looks, I wish I was having that for dinner. I wish I was in Andalus as well. So this is a beautiful cookbook. So you would have just gotten the cookbook, as well as the coffee, the tea, the charm, the guitar bookmark, and the print. That would have been your starting price of $64.99. What we got, which was with the additional fiction and nonfiction books that do not overlap with the 6 selections that you can get in the regular book box, that would have been $105.99 according to the website. But again, you can use my code and my link and get 15% off. But I could see this for the right person definitely being a fantastic gift subscription or even one-time box. And I think they still have a few of the Spain one available. I'm not sure what the next destination is. They do the same region in a quarter for both the Culinary, obviously, and the regular book subscription. But let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite Spanish food if you have one? If not, what is your favorite cuisine? Do you like Chinese? Do you like Thai? Do you like, I don't know, Mexican? Tell me your favorite cuisine if you don't have a favorite Spanish food. And then let's see, let me know if you'd like to continue seeing the Culinary subscription here on the channel, if you'd like me to go back to the book box, or maybe see if I could get one of the extension journeys, or see what the children's read with me looks like. I'm always happy to at least ask. You never know what we'll get, but I thought this was a good time to try something a little bit different, try the Culinary box. By the way, if you got to this point in my video and you missed it, there was a secret password, so make sure you go back and watch. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic day. I hope that you have some travel plans in the future, even if it's, you know, just a weekend getaway or like a little road trip or even a staycation. We can all use that for sure. And if you don't, maybe you try one of these travel subscriptions so that you can do that from the comfort of your own home. I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.